welcome back to another video on my channel here. Today I'm super excited to be filming this one. It's one that I've been thinking about for a while. It's kind of almost like a triple threat video, I guess. One thing that I want to start doing on my channel is to do a full face of makeup and give you guys what the price point is, because in no way, shape, or form am I telling you that you have to use the products that I'm using, but so many times, you know, I watch videos of other people and I'm like, well, gosh, how much money are they actually putting onto their face? So sometimes it'll be just completely low-end products, sometimes it'll be just all high-end, maybe sometimes it'll be a combination of the two, but it's just something that I think would be nice to know. It's just some good information. So today I'm actually going to be doing just completely all drugstore products, and I'm actually going to be focusing on just one line in particular. I am going to be doing a full face of e.l.f. products. I think that's one that everybody knows. Honestly, I really haven't used a whole lot of these myself, so this is also going to be a tish bit of a first impressions video. So full face of all e.l.f. first impressions, and then also just giving you the new trend that I'll be doing on here, of doing, you know, then telling you what the price of it was. So we will just jump in and get started. All right, so the first product that I'm going to be using is actually the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I have used this a couple of times now since purchasing it, and I do really like it. I do think that it helps out a lot with trying to minimize the look of pores. And since I really only feel like on my face specifically, I feel like I'm very huge pored in my cheeks, like most people, on my nose, kind of up on my forehead and then down by my chin. So that's going to be the only places that I'm putting the primer on. So I've just got some of it here on my fingers and then just rub that into the skin. And you don't want to apply a crazy amount of pressure. It's not like you have to super, you know, punch this into your skin at all or anything, but just working it in. I can tell that I kind of have a little bit too much, so I'm also just going to flush it out a little bit onto the sides of my face. I mean, you can certainly put this all over your face, but I just know for myself, since these are the areas that I really want to target. Okay, so we finished putting that on. I forgot to say how much this was. I got this for $6. I purchased this at Target. I will try to give the price of each product as I talk about it. If I forget though, I will put them all down in the description box, so you will see how much each individual thing is, and then also the grand total, of course. All right, so then now the next product I'm gonna go in with, and this is one that's completely brand new for me. Honestly, all of these except for the primer, I haven't used before. At least I don't think. Anyway, so I'm gonna go in now with, what is this? A Flawless Finish Foundation. We'll see if I got it in my correct shade. I think so. This is also another $6 purchase. Again, all of these I got at Target. So let's crack this baby open. Okay, so I am going to go in today and I'm going to use my Morphe M439 brush. I really love using this one for foundation. It's just a very thick, compacted brush, so it works great for foundation. Love this. Oh, there it comes. All right, so we got some on. May have put too much. Okay, so far I like the smell of it. I'm very much into what the smell of products are like, especially when you're applying them all over your face. It almost smells like a baby powder or something though. Which I mean isn't bad, but just a tish bit different. So initially as I'm using this, it seems like it's a pretty good full coverage. I feel like it's looking kind of spotty though, which seems weird. Maybe I'm just do a little bit more of a close-up here for you guys. So, I mean, it does have a nice amount of coverage to it. I feel like it's a little bit thick and heavy for me. But I also maybe put on too much too. All right, next product that I will be using is the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder. This was a $2 purchase, so I love that it was so cheap. It says that this should also help to kind of mattify everything, which my personal preference is to be more matte looking. So hopefully we'll see how this works. I'm going to be using the Morphe Y11 brush. This is just a nice fluffy brush to apply my powder with. I like this one because I'm able to kind of get into the under eye area a little bit better than like the Zaria brush that I use. I mean, I still use that one, but today I just kind of felt like using this one. I just switch them up. So we'll just get product into here and just work to set everything. I like that this is pretty much a colorless product. I mean, it works very well with the foundation color, so it's not like it's making it lighter or darker in any way, which I have had happen from time to time with other things that I've used, so I'm gonna give it that at least, and it was only $2. All right, I wanted to get a little bit closer because the next thing that I'm going to be using now is the e.l.f. Brow Pencil. The only color that I could find it in was taupe. I think I saw a space next to this one for where it maybe said black. So I don't know if these are the only two colors that they have. This brow pencil was $2. So let's pop this baby open. Oh my gosh, I'm struggle bussing. There we go. Goodness gracious. Okay, got that. So I like that this does come with the spoolie. I think that it helps me out so much not to have to put a brow cream or powder or anything onto my eyebrow and then have to go and reach for another tool to go and smooth it out. So I love it when products have this, so I will be thankful for that. As far as how this will apply on, I mean, it seems like it should be a pretty good brow color, so let's actually test her out here. You know, I'm actually really liking how this applies on. It is kind of creamier than other ones that I've used, but I really like it. It's a great color for me. I think it works perfectly to kind of blend into my actual eyebrows, but also do what it needs to of helping to fill them and make them look fuller and thicker. Okay, overall, I mean, it works. It does what you need it to. I think it maybe kind of smushed and moved around a little bit. All right, next I'm actually gonna go in with eyeshadow and get that stuff on, and then we can do like the bronzer and blush. So e.l.f. does have quite a variety of eyeshadow palettes, so I will give them that. They do have ones that are larger, that were what I saw for a price point of around $10. I saw smaller ones for where it was only like a couple of colors for about $4. So I went with one that was an in-between. So I got this eyeshadow palette. It has 6 different shades in it. It's called the Clay Eyeshadow Palette Saturday Sunsets. And this was $6 was what I purchased this for. Okay, so I lied. I opened it up. I thought it was 6. It's actually 5. But this is a really nice variety that you get. So here's just like a nice neutral color. This one is more brown. It's kind of looking green on the camera, but I promise it's brown. This one's more pinky. This one's a lighter brown, almost on the verge-ish of being gold. And this one's kind of more of like a purpley color. So let's go ahead and get started with these. So I am going to actually just use kind of this pink color first as my all over lid shade. So I'm just going to go in with my Zuria blending brush and grab some of this product, tap off the excess, and then trying to figure out how I want to sit. I really like how this eyeshadow feels. There's little hints and flecks of sparkle in it, but honestly, it's applying pretty nicely. All right, so then next I'm going to use my Morphe M433 brush, and I'm gonna go in with this brown color of the eyeshadow palette, and we're gonna stick this into being more in the actual crease. Okay, we're gonna get just a little bit closer here. Next, I wanna use the purple shade, and I'm gonna use that for my all over lid. So I'm going to use my Morphe M506 brush, grab some of this, and just apply it all onto my lid. I honestly can't tell too much of a difference between the purple and the brown. Oh, maybe a little bit there. Pardon my smudges down below. All right, so now I want to do my lower lash line, and I think I'm going to actually just use some more of the purple color. So I'm going to use my short shadow brush from Zuria, the 808 brush, and I'm going to grab that and focus that just right on the lower lash line. And my brush is actually still a little bit wet. I just cleaned them, and I think that's why that came on so stinking dark compared to the upper eyelid. Okay, and then I'm going to use my Morphe M506 again, and I'm going to use now the gold shade of this to kind of smoke out and make it so this lower lash line isn't as harsh. All right, let's go in with some eyeliner and let's see if we can kind of get this to look a little bit better. I found this eyeliner and shadow stick, and this is $3. So one side it's supposed to be just kind of like a black liner, and then the other side is supposed to be a little bit more gray and smoky. I think that I'm just going to use the liner side today. And if I didn't say it, this was $3. So, oh, it's a twist up. So this would just be the black liner. I like that it's retractable. And so then this, ooh, is the smoky side. Interesting concept. So, like I said, I'm just going to use the liner. So use this on my waterline, and then also right by my lashes. Goes onto the waterline really well. Like really, really well. I really like that actually. Yup, Elf, I really like this liner. Goes on just very smooth and creamy, which I like in a liner. I prefer that. I don't like it when it's just like a dry pencil. Not my thing. I get poked way too much with it. So I really like this. That is a nice one. All right, next let's put the mascara on. So this is a 3-in-1, very black mascara. I got this for $3. So it says that it's supposed to lengthen, define, and volumize the lashes. So that's why it is a 3-in-1 product. so we will see how she works. Okay, and I was very intrigued by this brush. Not too sure how this is gonna work. So it has the ball at the end of it, and then the other longer bristles in the middle of it. So yeah, we will see how this works. So let's make sure the brush is nice and coated. I think I can see the lengthening part of it. The volumizing part, though, I'm not too sure on yet. Maybe it's just because it needs to have lots of coats applied to it, which, I mean, a lot of times I do apply multiple coats of my mascara. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad mascara, but for me, I really like a good volumizing mascara, and I'm just not feeling it with this one. Okay, so I've put on 3 coats of this, and like I said, I can definitely see the lengthening of this, but not the volumizing. Not enough volume for me. I really like them to look a lot thicker than this, and that's just my personal preference. So I think that this is still good, but just for me and what I like in my looks, not exactly the winning ticket, but still good, and still just $3. So let's get it onto the lower lash line here. All right, so now let's try to get this look rounded out. So I got a blush and bronzing powder. It was $4 for the 2 of these. So I thought, you know, getting a blush and bronzer for $4, so $2 each, pretty good deal. Oh yeah, I like these colors. Okay, I like those both a lot. Especially the blush. I like it when it's kind of this combination of like a peach and a pink. And so we'll have to see how they apply on. So the brush that I'm going to use for my bronzer is I will use the Morphe R14. So this is from their Rose Gold collection. And I'm going to pick up some... Ooh, it actually kind of went on a lot darker than what I thought it was going to from the swatches. But I really like that. I like this color a lot. Get the face rounded out by putting some also up just onto your upper temples here and right just by the hairline with everything. Just helps with doing a little bit of the contouring and just adding more color all over to your face. Okay, now I'll apply the blush from the palette, and I will use my Zoria powder brush and just get that all in there. Ooh, definitely pigmented there. I think that this might be my favorite thing of this whole purchase, actually. Yeah, definitely really like this. So, did it say? All that it says down here is the color Fiji, but I really like this one. All right, so the very last thing that I have here is, it's called a Day to Night Lipstick Duo. So I'm not too sure how long wearing this is, if you would be wearing a daytime shade and then a nighttime shade, or maybe just wipe it off to have the darker color for the nighttime, I believe. I just liked both of them. They seemed like, from the picture anyway, I couldn't take it out And just from the side, I mean, they look like two nice pink colors. This is the lighter side, this is the darker side. It really doesn't say. The Best Berries is what it's called. This was $5 for the two of them. I liked this concept of doing two shades in one stick. So this would be what they're saying would be the daytime shade. So that's a little bit lighter. And then this would be the darker one. And ooh, yeah, that is definitely lots darker. So we're gonna go ahead and do the lighter color to go with this look since we have such a dark eye. Really like how that applies. All right, so that does it. Here's the finished look. You can definitely see the purple and the brown in the eyeshadows. The blush and bronzer I think is fantastic. The lipstick color, love the shade. Not too crazy about the eyebrows or the mascara, but they still definitely work. So all in all, what I totaled up, and I will double check to make sure that it is right, but I think that I got this all for $32. So a full face for $32. You could definitely use one of the eyeshadows for a highlighter if you wanted to. I did not get a concealer. I don't use that every day personally, so that was why I didn't purchase one. I know they had other ones for a couple of dollars, so if you would add a concealer to this look too, I mean, you could do a full face for $35 or less probably. So that was this for today. Definitely think that this would be a great everyday look. So yeah, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If there's anything that you would like to see next, definitely let me know. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.